Weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
I am so glad to see you.
Well, you see, I was just sitting over there in my office going quietly out of my mind, missing you, so I had to come over here and say hello.
I have a desk full of work to do, and I've been spending all my time on a father's rights instead. Because it makes me closer to you.
The closer, the better.
Frank, we mustn't.
You are so right. Are we having any luck?
Oh, nothing's really changed since law school days. Either yours or mine. I mean, it's still all that same old language about the best interests of the child, and then the judge can take practically anything into consideration, including how Dee makes breakfast in the morning.
Up to now, I've been figuring I had about a 50% chance of getting custody of little John. What does it look like to you now?
Well, you have a chance, but I don't know about 50% chance. You see, the basic bias is still the same. Children belong with their mothers, unless you can come up with very good reasons otherwise.
Okay, well, what about these precedents on emotional instability? What did you come up with on mothers' suicide attempts?
Frank, I just don't think that it's enough. Wait a minute. Unless you can prove that little John is actually in danger. You see, honey, what you're asking for is the court to take the child away from its natural mother and then have it raised by hired help while you work full-time and carry on a political career in city council. They're just not going to buy that. You have to show cause and then make a darn good case.
You sound awfully sure.
Well, it's not my area of specialty, as you very well know. But I did talk to a lawyer friend of mine, a matrimonial lawyer, and he's confirmed everything that I've come up with.
Okay. Now I'll tell you why I really came over here to see you. I'm getting very impatient with the whole business. The divorce, little John, Pat's getting dragged into all things.
Frank, of course.
It's a long shot, my darling. But I'm going to see if I can't come up with a solution today to all this.
A solution?
With luck. Don't hold your breath, but it just might be possible that we'll be married within the week and have little John with us.
I am stunned. What are you talking about? Tell me. Can you tell me?
No, afterwards, okay? Just keep the good thoughts about me for the next hour and a half or so, will you?
I have been keeping good thoughts about you for the last 4 years.
Dr. Coleridge.
It's me.
Hello. How are you today?
Look, I know it's psychosomatic, and it has to do with Dee, but I am feeling rotten. Now, is there anything you can do for me?
Suppose I stop by. Are you in your office?
Could you do that?
Don't move. I'll be right there. Promise?
Yeah, I promise. Thanks. I couldn't move even if I wanted to.
So will you help me?
I would be honored.
This week, a hospital in crisis.
What the hell is going on there?
We're on lockdown.
But who won't make it out alive?
Spinelli is not the only one who dies.
Watch General Hospital weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
This summer, the party's on SoapNet.
We have a party to rock. You'll never take over my life.
Nothing is going to change how I feel about you.
That love can't die, baby.
Oh, it is so on.
What? Shut up! And you won't believe who's coming.
You're back.
This is one summer shindig you don't want to miss.
I am ready to have the summer of my life.
Only on SoapNet.
How do I stay young? Every way I can. And when it comes to my skin,
I've got it covered. I trust Revitalift by L'Oreal, the #1 anti-wrinkle brand worldwide. It firms, it lifts, it repairs, it refines, it works. In just 4 weeks, see dramatic results where they really count in your mirror. The Revitalift collection by L'Oreal. We're worth it.
At Pedigree, everything we do is for the love of dogs. So we've added more healthy ingredients to every bag we make, like essential oil for their skin and coat, vitamin E and C for a strong immune system, egg-shaped kibble for clean teeth, fiber for a happy tummy, and lots of other good stuff dogs need. Because we believe every dog deserves leading nutrition. From wet nose to wiggly butt. New Pedigree.
Paxil, Zoloft, and Depakote, if taken during pregnancy, may cause birth defects. If you or a loved one took Paxil, Zoloft, or Depakote during pregnancy and your child was born with a serious birth defect, you may be entitled to a cash award and medical expenses. If your child suffered a serious birth defect and you took Paxil, Zoloft, or Depakote during pregnancy, call 1-877-399-5799 now.
The new Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing system keeps food fresh up to 5 times longer. With its rugged design and improved power, the Food Saver Game Saver machine is tough enough for any job, and its 15-foot 12-volt adapter cord allows for easy use in the field. So this Father's Day, end the hunt for the perfect gift. Give them a new Food Saver Game Saver Silver vacuum sealer. And for a limited time, receive a $25 gift card at a participating sporting goods retailer. Visit GameSaverGift.com to learn more.
Hello?
Hi, it's Delia.
Good afternoon. Is everything all right?
Yeah, listen, things are really tense around here. Look, I don't know how to ask you this, but...
Whatever it is, I'll do it. Now, just ask me anything.
See, Pat was very upset when he found us in the park together. Now, you know the Ryans. It doesn't matter if Frank is with Jill, but they see me with a man, you know, they get all up in arms about it.
I don't know how you put up with it, Dee.
Well, sometimes it really isn't very easy. Look, to cool Pat off, I told him that you saw little John and I heading into the park and you followed us.
And to think I once gave you lessons on how to lie?
Roger, please, would you just back me up if anybody asks?
Dee, as far as I'm concerned, I owe you everything and nothing to the Ryans. Like, I'll say that I dragged you and the baby screaming into the sand pile, if that's what you want.
You're wonderful, but couldn't you just say that you followed us a little more quietly?
Sure, anything. Just a minute.
Roger, open up.
It looks like I'm going to have a chance to lie for you right now, Dee. Pat's outside pounding on the door. All right, just 1 minute.
Roger, you won't forget.
I don't forget anything where you're concerned. But look, I better go before Pat thinks I'm avoiding him.
Thank you. I trust you.
Is that knocking at my door? Well, I thought it might be you.
I'm not much in the mood for jokes, Roger.
Well, in that case, maybe I can offer you something else. A coffee, a drink, or some quiet conversation about mutual acquaintances?
Look, just be straight with me, huh?
Well, sure. About what?
Dee.
Okay. What do you want to know?
I don't want to know anything, Roger. I want you to leave her alone.
Oh.
She's been through too much because of you already. Now, you've managed to break up her marriage.
You know, actually, I think my sister Jill had a hand in that.
And because of you, some people who are very important to her are pretty disappointed. And she's living life with quite a bit of disapproval now.
Well, may I ask what people you're referring to?
My mother and father, mainly.
Pat, I know that Delia cares very much about your parents. And if they're treating her badly because of me, I am sorry.
Sorry's not enough, Roger. I want you to stay away from her and give her a chance to rebuild her life.
You know, I don't believe that you understand the situation quite as well as you think you do.
In what way?
I have no intentions of staying away from Delia.
You don't?
Quite to the contrary. And in my opinion, Your brother has treated Delia very badly.
Let's just leave Frank out of this, huh?
All right, I'd be delighted to. And the rest of the Ryan family, except for you, has also treated her very badly.
How do you know the way she's treated in our house?
From the look on her face. Look, when we run into each other, as we did today, I saw her and little John and followed them into the park. She doesn't even try to cover the fact that she's going through a very tough period.
How about you letting her go through this without your help?
Now, that's one thing I don't intend to do. I'm going to give her all the help she needs. Pat, just so you don't misunderstand, I want it perfectly clear that my intentions are strictly honorable.
You want to marry Dee?
I am going to marry Dee at the very first opportunity, and we are going to make a home together.
And do your plans include little John as well?
I want to make Delia very happy. And certainly, the suggestion of her giving up her baby wouldn't do that. I'd be delighted to take John into my care.
No.
Why not? I wouldn't try to replace Frank. I'd be little John's stepfather. He's a very friendly baby. And I would enjoy my part in bringing him up. Look, under the circumstances, I don't see any other rational plan.
You don't?
No. Pat, your brother walked out on his wife and his child. So now she has a chance to make a new life with her baby. Now, if she chooses to have me in that life, I'll be a very happy man. So certainly, I'm going to do everything possible to help her make that choice.
Pat, is that you? Oh, it's you.
Hello, Delia.
Little John is asleep. I took him on an outing in the park, and he came home and he just went zonk.
Well, I didn't come by just to see little John.
Well, I just want to tell you that I'm assuming full responsibility as far as little John is concerned.
Of course you are. And I'm sure that now that Mom's hurt her back, you have your hands full, huh?
Yeah, I do. It's very difficult taking care of a 2-year-old baby, even with both parents.
I know that.
Well, that's something.
Dee, I'm not entirely insensitive to what's been going on. I know how tough all this has been on you. Looking after the baby all by yourself. Our being apart with no viable solution in sight.
Yeah, it is tough.
And I know it can't be very comfortable for you knowing that I'm with Jill either, huh?
Thank you, Frank. That's the first time that you've recognized what this is like for me.
Well, if that's true, I'm sorry.
I feel miserable in 9 different directions all at once.
I know you do. And of course, you know that it's not very easy for me either. I mean, all that publicity cost me my chance to go to Congress, and a lot of people are disappointed in me. You know that.
What are you leading up to?
Okay, I'll lay my cards on the table.
Yeah, please.
I've been thinking that it would be best for both of us if we just started to rebuild our lives instead of being trapped the way we both are in this kind of limbo.
Rebuild our lives? How?
Well, I've been thinking that the one way we could have of settling our marriage problems amicably would be to make a settlement. Now, that would eliminate all the anger, the bitterness, the frustration, and give both of us a chance to start life afresh.
I'm sorry, Frank. What do you mean by settlement?
Okay. Now, in spite of everything, with my law practice and my position on the city council, I've discovered that I have very good credit. Now, I don't have any money, but I know I could borrow some.
You mean to tell me that you would borrow money and give it to me in exchange for divorce? Do I have that right?
Exactly right.
How much money?
Delia, I'm sure that I can manage $10,000. And it occurred to me that that could make it possible for you to get a new apartment, to buy a whole new wardrobe.
I could have all the clothes I wanted.
Yes, and maybe even take a trip as well.
$10,000?
Sure, it would be only fair because I know that you have been hurt by me, but fortunately you're still young and pretty enough so that you could start a whole new life.
Whole new life? I don't understand.
Yes.
You mean I wouldn't be Ryan anymore?
Well, we wouldn't be married, no.
Oh, I get it. I am really dumb.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
You want the baby, right? And you're gonna pay me just to get away.
Delia, all I'm trying to do is make an arrangement because we shouldn't fight anymore. We both agree that it's hurting both of us,
You're not
right?
talking about a settlement. You're talking about buying my baby. Well, my baby has no price. I don't want $10,000. I want $10 million for the baby.
Hey, what's going on here?
Oh, I see. You're deliberately distorting what I said.
No, wait a minute. Let me understand something. Do you want to buy a divorce, or do you want to buy the baby? Now, you're saying that you'll give me $10,000 and custody of little John in exchange for divorce. Have I got that right?
Oh, dear, you're talking about my son.
I'm talking about my son. Now, you can't put a price tag on my son.
Frank, is that what you were talking about?
Patty, just stay out of this, please. Maeve said I shouldn't cause any trouble between the two of you. Now, I'm the mother, and the mother knows what to do.
Okay. If you change your mind, let me know, will you?
I will never change my mind. I will never change my mind.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Patty's trying to trick me. He almost did it also. I almost did it, but I didn't let him. Please, just don't let me go for a minute, please.
Okay.
I feel so much better.
This week.
Why do you let your child go?
Oh my God, Bo.
Just when there's no hope left.
Matthew.
And
what did you do to my mom? Help, my fiance's hurt!
a bully goes too far.
But she's gonna be okay, right?
Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Hey, Mom. What's for dinner?
I was just thinking about that. Italian.
Thinking Italian tonight? Hamburger Helper has 6 delicious flavors, like lasagna. Hamburger Helper. 1 pound, 1 pan, 1 happy family.
Medical studies show that patients who take Plavix are at an increased risk of serious bleeding, including hemorrhagic stroke, TTP blood disorder, gastrointestinal bleeding, bleeding from ears, eyes, and nose, bleeding ulcers, subdural hematoma, and death. The FDA recently issued a new black box warning for Plavix. If you or a loved one suffered serious side effects or died after taking Plavix, you may be entitled to money damages. Call Audette & Partners at 1-888-99-AUDETTE or visit us online at audetelaw.com.
I'm Chef Michael, and my dog Bailey and I love to hang out in the kitchen. You love the aroma of beef tenderloin, don't you? You inspired a very special dog food.
Chef Michael's Canine Creations. Chef-inspired, dog-desired.
Taylor accuses Rafe of murder.
What is going on?
And left without backup.
He'll get no support from the Salem PD.
How far will he go to clear his name?
You give me straight answers or you get this.
Watch Days of Our Lives weeknights at 6 and 11 on SoapNet.
No one understands motherhood better than the women of The View.
Being a mother requires a sense of humor.
Have you ever debated a 2-year-old? I sometimes feel like the mother hen on the show.
It's the mother of all shows.
The View, weekdays only on ABC.
Come in.
Hi. Sorry to be so long.
Doesn't matter. Faith, what's the matter with me?
I wish I knew.
But you are worried, aren't you?
No, I don't think I'm worried. You might say I'm concerned. After all, you do have symptoms, and we don't know what's causing them.
But you don't think it's psychosomatic, do you?
No, I don't.
Are you looking for anything bad?
No. Jill, I don't know what I'm looking for. All I'm sure about are some of the things you don't have.
Like what?
If I told you all the horrible diseases I've eliminated, you'd be frightened for a week. Let me just say that so far, all the tests have come back either normal or negative.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Well, yes, on one hand it's good. On the other, we still don't know what's bothering you.
So, what do you plan to do next?
Run one more test.
For what?
Jill, one of the things they stress in med school is that doctors don't tell patients what they're looking for, because 9 times out of 10, they don't find it.
Well, I would like to know. I think.
Put your mind at ease about one thing. I'm not looking for anything terminal. So you can scratch off cancer and fatal heart disease and brain tumors from your list.
Oh, well, that's just terrific. I feel very relieved.
Will you come by my office later on?
Yeah, sure. And maybe your prejudices about psychosomatic will have changed.
That's always a possibility.
I think it's likely. I mean, I think this whole sickness is because of Dee.
What'd you say? Oh, well, in that case. Oh,
You know, besides Frank, I think little John loves you best in the whole wide world.
What did he say?
This is nice. I mean, this is really nice. Patty, see, this is kind of the way it should be. I mean, I always hated it when Frank would be here. He'd act so awful.
Well, I think he's worried about the baby, Dee.
Why should he worry about the baby? I'm a real good mother.
I think he just wants a share in raising little John.
Well, if he wants his share, I mean, why did he offer to buy him from me? I mean, if he wanted to share raising him, I mean, he just should have stayed home more.
I know.
Hey, don't you think little John's got my hair? He's got my eyes, too. Don't you think?
Uh-huh. And Frank's cheekbones.
Well, no, he's got my cheekbones. He's my baby. And I want to raise him. I'll raise him without Frank if I have to.
I guess so.
Yeah. And the only sad thing is I think baby needs his father. I mean, I think he needs to see a man during the day. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I think he does.
Well, in the meantime, maybe you could kind of be a father figure, you know, while I stay here at your parents'. And then later on, I don't know what's gonna happen. Whoops! Don't make a fuss. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go put him in bed. I'll see you later.
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet. People are talking about General Hospital's Sean Butler. Patricia Rich posted on Facebook, he is a good-looking bad boy with a good side. I'm really digging this one. Elizabeth Cross agrees. Oh yes, he is a sexy man. Suki Williams-Ellis adds, I trust my eyes when I look at him, and they like what they see. Judy McCoy says, good choice, GH. And Kathleen Hahn sums it up. So damn hot. People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet. Bold. Hold. Discover the hold of a longwear. Fancy. Fine. In the luxury of a lipstick. New Infallible Le Rouge from L'Oreal. Wear it. Exclusive Power Hold pigments plus luxurious vitamin E create sumptuous 10-hour color that grabs hold and doesn't let go. Grab it. Flaunt it. New 10-hour Infallible Le Rouge. Do you feel it? Only from L'Oreal Paris. Because we're worth it.
Hi. Look, the new one. Ooh, I'd like to unwrap that.
I see something tasty.
Excuse me?
Bring it to Mama.
Get it! No!
It's even more irresistible.
So good.
Three Musketeers now has more chocolate taste than before.
Hi.
Three Musketeers, now with a new, richer chocolate taste.
Who's coming and who's going? SoapNet has the status update on your favorite stars. On General Hospital, Bruce Weitz is back as gangster Anthony Zaccara.
It's some turn of events.
On The Young and the Restless, Emily O'Brien is saying goodbye to Genoa City.
Another time?
Daytime favorite Tamara Braun is Taylor on Days of Our Lives.
Okay, I'll drink to that.
And on One Life to Live, Roger Howarth is back in Landview.
I have to be with my family.
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet. We asked Bradford Anderson to name all the Spinelli nicknames he could remember. Go.
Stone Cold Mr. Serpacino-esque one, Maximista, Blonde One, Original Blonde One, Prince Pectoral, Big Daddy Stone Cold, the Goddess, the Divine One, Bad Blonde One, the Demented One, the Valkyrie, the Brusque Lady of Justice. I could be here for literally 3 days, probably.
See who Spinelli will nickname next on General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet. Want more of your favorite soaps?
That's great.
Log on to abc.com/daytime. Watch current full episodes of All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live.
Online critics love it.
Plus, get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming up next.
Sounds like a thumbs up to me.
Connect with other fans to discuss what's on your mind.
I always want to hear what you have to say.
And check out the 101 galleries to get an intimate look at the history of your favorite characters.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
Oh, Patty, you don't have to do that.
That's okay. I like helping.
Yeah, I know. Look, some goodies for the both of us.
Great. Listen, I went to see Roger this afternoon.
You did?
Uh-huh. And it seems to me that you're in danger of getting in a lot deeper there than you mean to if you don't watch out.
I don't understand.
Roger's spoiled. He's never had much use for the Ryan family ever since Frank found him fooling around with Mary.
With Mary?
That was a long time ago. She was 15 and he was the same rat that he is today.
You know, Patty, you're being really unfair. What happened?
Nothing. Frank told him to leave her alone, just the way I told him to leave you alone.
Oh.
Roger has it in his head right now that the one thing he can do to drive the whole Ryan family buggy is to marry you and become Little John's stepfather. Now, you don't need to get mixed up in that.
Patty, look, you're always the one in the family that I can count on, but for some reason, I just don't think you see Roger right.
Oh, come on, Dee. Roger's no mystery. We've known him all our lives.
You know how you can know somebody and not really know them? You see, Roger's a poor, harmless creature.
Harmless?
Yeah, he's harmless. Even if he does love me.
Yes, so he says. The truth is, he's not capable of loving anybody but himself.
Patty, don't worry. I'm not going to get mixed up with him.
Dee, you will if you keep on seeing him.
No, you don't understand. I feel sorry for him. He lost his father. He lost his job. His sisters don't respect him at all. I just feel so sorry for him.
Look, Roger is rich and lazy. The only reason he's not working now is he's too lazy to go out and find a job. Now, whatever else, he's a wonderful surgeon. He could get a job at any hospital he wanted to if he would just make an effort.
Well, I guess the only effort he's making is with me.
That's not funny.
Oh, Patty, where's your sense of humor, huh? Look, he doesn't have anybody, and he's all alone. I've got you, and I've got my brother.
I wish that were enough.
It is enough. I don't think you understand how much you've helped me.
Just wanted to do something. You know.
Well, every time you walk into a room, I brighten up.
That's because you know I'm your friend.
Patty, you're more than my friend. Because you're willing to see my way, even though it might be different from the family's, and that's a lot.
Dee, I'm sorry things didn't work out with you and Frank. Seems to me that you have a right to have expected a lot more than you got. What I want to do is just hang around and do what I can to help you find whatever direction is right for you now.
Well, you have. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
Well, you've got my support.
Good, and don't worry about anything. I can manage, Roger.
Well, I hope so, because the thought of you and Roger really drives me up a wall.
Well, don't think about it.
I'll try not to. I want things to go right for you, you know? I won't be satisfied till I see that.
That's so good. Thank you.